Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. So, going to get started here in just a second. Just was getting things ready in the background, really. So, what I'm going to do here then is, first of all, start the game. So, it's a good one. And yeah, I'm going to be going south. I do find it really amusing. I know I've had a few people say it as well. I can't help it. I can't help be what I am. It does take me a while to get through these turns. Obviously, turns do move a little bit quicker in the future, but I can't help be what I am. I am what I am. It's fun. How you doing there, Page? Time for the tough run this time. Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Exactly. Exactly. Okay. I think that one is... Yeah, there we go. As we'll get right into this then. I do have here in front of me a glass of wine that my mum gave me. And a glass of iced coffee my little brother gave me. So I'm either getting really energetic. Well, then, I don't know. I don't think they do that much. Or quite mellow with the wine. We'll have to balance it out there, really. Right, okay. Let's go ahead and bring up the actual drawing tools as well, so I'm going to need them shortly. So I believe this will be episode 11 actually on YouTube, which will be fun. Okay. I think we'll have probably about an hour or so or something like that. We'll see how we're going. We'll see how we're going. Okay, so we did break through over here then. We did see that we broke through then with the 97th Light Infantry Division. We had the 1st Mounted Division over here that broke through too. So we forced back the 87th Rifle Division. That division we hadn't touched because it was in the rough terrain. We did force out and we routed there a unit, which I think was a security unit. Maybe a fortification of some nature. Okay. So we have that going for us then. So our objective then is going to be to reach the border at about here then, essentially. Now, as to how we achieve that is going to be another question. So... what we want to do here then is make sure we take the cleared terrain as much as we can. Hey, Dinavoken, good to have you, my friend. And the reason being... I mean, that's not too bad moving for the town, I'd imagine. It gets difficult down here due to the terrain. Like, there's rivers, of course. But we want to go essentially like that. I'm going to go ahead and just move things here so it's a bit easier to see. Right. So, yeah, something like this. Tarnopol. Kind of like that. We should be able to make that. People do it quite often. It can be done. It's going to be a little bit awkward because we do have to nudge out of the way these little formations over here. Because this would run like a little tree. The headquarters can be shifted. These units can be shifted likely. Twitch approved. That's good. I need to learn how to actually get all the like chat settings working and everything like that. I've not really had the chance to look into it, to be fair. Not yet. Not yet. Okay. So... we've moved, oops, that was very strange. It's trying to draw a line there when it's on the pencil mode. So we moved the units over here. Well, we moved units from over here. We have the division that's been broken down into its actual constituent regiments there. So, what we started to do then is we do have a security broken down here. The security division's broken down to the regiments. There's going to be another one over here. So, we'll be able to make use of that division. That division there, likely. These divisions to an extent. These guys are probably going to be heading out, I don't know, something like that. Ish. And we'll use them to break through. So that one there, we've pushed back. So that is weakened. Shouldn't take too much to probably route it, to be honest. That we can kind of ignore, so we can kind of ignore that for the most part. Though saying that, we have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It might be worthwhile to get rid of it. It's one of those where we're either going to have to get rid of it or we're going to have to unit there to keep it in check. It's only times... so it's only 2... defense, I think it is. Yeah, I think 2... I think the unit... I always forget which one it is, but I think the unit to the right... so the number to the right, on the right-hand side, indicates its defensive value. So it should be completely doable. Should be completely doable. We're just going to try and be really economic in our usage of force. Exceedingly economic. Right. So I could move there, pull off a haste attack, which would succeed. Let's see, what do we have here then? So we have security division, we have elements there of a regiment. Yeah, okay. So we do have the 24th Infantry, which is attached to the 4th Corps there, attached to the 17th Army. So all these fellows belong to the 17th Corps. These fellows don't really have the range to make it over there. Especially not when they're broken down to the regiment, but I don't think they have the range nonetheless. So, they have good morale, experience is good. These fellows have 70 morale, which is not exactly excellent. It's not bad, it is good. Like, I bet a lot of other national units would kill for that, really. So not bad at all. Right. 262, 70 there. Okay. So it comes down to this then. I could use them to actually knock away this unit. I could use them there, but do I really want to attack this unit? Maybe I do. Maybe I do. So we see here it's clear, sorry. But that is really very nasty. I mean, that 21 bed, that's a unit that's not going to move easily. It looks to be a pretty decent division there, as far as it goes to the Soviets, the 124th. It's also in rough terrain. It's also in level 2 entrenchment. Not really worthwhile dealing with. You can see over here with the actual forest, light woods over here, sorry, nowhere near. Yeah, this is more than twice as strong. However, these are significantly easier to deal with. So I think what we'll do then is we'll go around it. I think it's not worth having to bother with it, really. We can just see, that it's going to be pretty nasty. So let's not bother. Let's not do it. And we do have a division over here, actually. Is that the said division? No, this is a different division to what I was looking at. Let's take a look at these guys once again. Just make sure I can make use of them beforehand. I could potentially have them moved here, to be honest. That might be the thing to do there. Though, let's see. If I have them move there, only one of them can actually move in. Well, actually, no, they could probably both move in here. So what we'll do then is we'll hold these guys off for the time being. Because what I could do is potentially move them up here. They could move there as a division, but they can't do it as a regiment. But if I do it as a regiment, I can fill these two hexes here so we don't have to worry about a counterattack, and it also holds them in place. There's only really the fortified region there, which I might be able to attack and force a surrender. Doesn't really help me though. We can force it to fall back. I think it's going to be up to this division here, which is actually good. The 68th from the Mountain Corps over here. So we do already have the Mountain Corps over here, and that's fine, man. But then you really only have the ability to move here. Okay. So we do have these forces over here, then. Now. Right. I could attack in here just to try and disrupt them, try and reduce those fortifications to a degree. Does it make any difference, really, at all? Maybe, maybe not. The security unit there is a small unit. It doesn't really interfere with our zone. Well, it doesn't interfere with the zone of controls. The divisions do. The divisions do interfere, man. Okay, as far as I'm aware. What it might actually be worthwhile doing then is building up the Mountaineering Division here, the Light Infantry Division, the 100th Light Infantry. I could potentially have them move over here to be supported by the other elements of the of the Light Infantry unit here, and even potentially the 444th Security Regiment of the 444th Division, 2nd Regiment. Now, doing that would allow me to push back the 159th. Which would be worthwhile doing, I'd imagine. Yeah, that airbase is absolutely destroyed. So if I push that back, that should help me out, and it should allow these divisions maybe a little bit more in the way of movement. That one doesn't particularly matter. We might be able to have another use for that. So what I'm going to do then is... I don't know if this guy's moved as of yet, actually. I don't think it's moved. Can't recall if it's moved. So what I'm going to do here then is march the 100th Light Infantry. What I shall do then is take these units here. Not you. Not you. So that gives us these units here then. So I can go for a plant attack. The security units really aren't making that much of a difference, in all honesty. But they're still worthwhile having it there. It still adds up. We've got more than enough to actually do this, but I want to make sure it's like an overwhelming attack. But then again, do I really want to have those units in there? Do they really make a difference? Do they? Yeah. Maybe we don't. Maybe we attack with just the 100th. They've got 14. They should, in theory, receive support. It might be potentially worthwhile to have included in there. But then they're going to deal with the security and fortified region there. But we do have other detachments over here that can do that. Do I want to hurt my security units? I don't think so. Because they're going to have to deal with the partisans. And their numbers, the size of that unit does matter, in fact. So I think it's not worthwhile doing. We do have air support in the area, so that should help us. So we're going to go for a planned attack here then. It should succeed. It's 18. It's pretty likely to succeed. Hey, Deveshstein, good to have you, my friend. Yeah, leather sort of commands, indeed. Right, so it does... Well, it is forced to leave the area. I didn't get to see what the actual ratio was. I could potentially attack that unit there, but again, I don't think I gain value there. I don't think that helps out. Yeah, 14 of us. That's looking pretty good, actually. It's nice to see that people are starting to become increasingly aware of the fact that I'm streaming here on Twitch. Actually, while saying that, I'm going to go ahead and share the link to YouTube to make sure people are aware. That would probably help out. Okay. I do have a little bit of a sniffle at the moment. It's the latest stream than normal, by the way. The reason being that I did spend the last 2 hours or so. So I finally got my copy of Operation Mercury from GTS Operation Mercury from Multi-Man Publishing. And I spent the last 2 hours actually learning with my little brother how to play that. It's the Invasion of Crete, so that was really cool. He was playing as the German forces. He had Mountain Pioneers. And I was playing as Greek forces under the command of a New Zealand division as we fought for control of a port. As the learning scenario, smallest map, little learning scenario. Definitely worthwhile though, definitely helpful. Didn't get to finish it, got through a turn. It was all reading in fairness. We'll get through it tomorrow. Okay, I'll go shared that now. Should be good to go. Excellent. Right, so let me use the arrows. I do like the arrows. So push you back here. These guys shouldn't have an impact on these units here. Shouldn't. In theory. Now, I could still go for a planned attack here. And I could potentially use the security forces. The issue with the security forces is I really don't want to waste them. They still have a good table of equipment. They still have the guns in here. Well, they don't have any guns in here specifically. But they do have a few guns, not a huge amount. That's really not many, to be honest. But they're not exactly frontline units. I think I should really try to maintain them as much as possible. If I throw them away, then yeah, we're going to know about that. So you can see here they're slightly below their actual morale there of what they should be. They should be at 80, they're at 78 right now. So it might be a good time to actually use these and actually go ahead and achieve achieve victories. That would bring us up to 14. Should be able to manage that. I think what I'll do, I know I just said about not using security units, but I want to make sure we get the morale up here on these divisions. And it would actually not be a bad idea to get the morale up on these guys. We'll go ahead and we'll launch a planned attack. Right. Okay. They do hold. So not enough there. Not worthwhile in the end. Let's go ahead and save here to make sure. Here we go. Oh, I did actually get asked to go ahead and take a look at how many aircraft losses there have been so far. So obviously we have overrun a few airfields so far. Oh, I had people asking me if I have Fog of War on. I do have Fog of War activated there. So go ahead and take a look at unit losses then. So aircraft losses. So at 3,763 here at the moment, which is nice. That's pretty good. Obviously, we'll be able to increase that a little bit more too. Ground losses stand here. 5,688. Obviously, we added to that 130 guns, 14 AFVs so far. Mostly Panzer 2s and Panzer 35s. A couple Panzer 3s. Okay. We have actually knocked out some KV-1s, yeah. We've knocked out 21 KV-1s 1940, 3 KV-1s 1941, and we've knocked out 13 KV-2s there, which is actually pretty impressive. I wonder where they were. That's pretty impressive in me. Those are no joke. Those are nasty to deal with. Right, so we'll not attack there again. Okay. As to whether it's made a difference, it looks like it has. Yeah, it looks like it has, I think. Or I might have been looking at the wrong division, in fact. Okay, what I can do here then is I'm going to have you... Now, you don't have a huge deal there. You should still be able to deal with that. Especially with a planned attack, it should be able to manage it, yep. Okay, so we do force the NKVD back there. Okay. I'm trying to get that morale up, to be honest. Okay. Right, we'll attack here then. So we do have 2 regiments there of the 101st Division. Yes, they force them. Oh, they shatter them. Okay. Now. Yeah, I'm trying to get their morale up here. Ideally, that will help. Right. So, of course, I could move in here, but that is a very strong division. I really don't want to tangle in that division there. It's not really worthwhile. As to whether these moves are worthwhile or not is to be debated. Probably not, really. But who knows, it might open things up. We do see this division over here, but that that division, yeah. We're not moving that one. That ain't gonna happen. Right, so I could go there and have 6, but does that really help me? So let's see, where could the regiments go? Oh, I can't. Right, what I'm gonna do here then. Shift you to the south. Okay, move you over there. Right, what I can do then is break you up. Okay, so I could have them used to keep this open, perhaps. But is that worthwhile? Oh, sorry, these guys. They could do that, they could do that. Can't do any further than that. Issues, we have the fortified region here. But behind that we have the cavalry division. We also have what is likely another division there. That division really gets in the way. The question really does come down to, is it worthwhile demolishing it? Is it worthwhile taking it out? Maybe it is, because it does mean that you can actually move without having to take heed of that. But it's a tough unit, and it's one of those of like, why attack them where they are strongest? Do we really like get something out of that? What do I really get out of that? Like, it might allow it to move a little bit easier, but then is that worthwhile? It could be. There is an argument when it could be worthwhile, because then it allows me to have control of well, I could move this way. But then if I move that way, I'm also encountering, like, 2 tank divisions there, potentially, or tank units of some nature, armored units. So it's probably not worthwhile. Even whichever way we do go, there's going to be enemy resistance, so we'll have to bear that in mind. So what I'll do then is I'll take you there, but the issue is you can't then attack there. So I think what I do then is, yes, the Fog of War is on. It is indeed on. It's because it's the first turn, which is why we have, like, the information here. But Fog of War is on. Let me go ahead and I just showed that a second ago, actually, but I'll double check. Yes, Fog of War is on. There we go, Fog of War's on. Okay. Good to have you there, Nitrogen. Good to see you, my friend. Right. So I think what I'll do then is have them move over here. Move them back. Okay. Save it again. The reason is it keeps... Well, it has something there to actually hold it open, which works for us. We still have a regiment that I can have moved elsewhere if needs be. Movement fog of war is where you can't go like this, I think. I've never tried it. I don't know if it would have any impact if I put it on now. But I think that's what it's like. You can see that I have forces that can move through here, but obviously that's not worthwhile. Right. At least I think that is. There might be somebody who knows a little bit more. I imagine there is. Okay, what I'm going to do here is actually have them shifted to that position. So I'll shift this core up over here. I do have the Slovakian mobile attached to them here. Yeah, pretty cool. Save once again. Gotta make sure. Okay. Right, so we still have some divisions over here to work with. That division probably would give now. But not worthwhile. Baku's a nice target, yeah, indeed. Let's bomb it from the air. Let's bomb it. Okay. So that's 3 there. In all honesty, it might be worthwhile just to simply go here, just to make sure we have a little bit more to work with. Because if I go over there, that doesn't really help me. I've got a division there anyway, so I'm getting all that zone of control aspect anyhow. But if I go there, then at least it projects it out a little bit further, so I think we will go there. And I can go for a planned attack. As to how much it really helps me, there's the 19th Tank Division, which is a pretty beefy target there. I'm not going to be moving here, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to have the movement left. I could go for a hasty attack nonetheless. I think a hasty attack will succeed. Yes, it does succeed. And I don't have any movement here. But similarly, I could break up and not move anywhere. Okay, we're not moving. Right. So, the tank division then is going to be something we have to work with. It's a strong unit, after all. We should manage it, fine enough. Issue is we only have 2 hexes there. We do need a 3rd hex. It might seriously come down to having to dislodge one of these units. But this unit's going to be easier to dislodge than the others. Though saying that, I mean, it's only here when it constricts. But maybe I do have to deal with that. I may very well have to deal with it, really. In general, broken down units take more movement points. If you can't move with a full division, you probably can't move. Well, yeah, that's true, that's true. I did Erkkijuusto a few times. Though in fairness, the last game I did do, I definitely screwed myself by having those settings. It was pretty nasty. It was pretty bad, in fact. But this one will last. This one will last. I promise you. I promise you. That last one I kind of screwed myself, didn't I? Let's be honest. Okay. I could go for the hasty attack there. Maybe we'll go for a couple hasty attacks. Because I could mass a few units over there. These guys can't do jack. I could go there, but then I can't get the hasty attack. It might be we have a couple of these divisions actually piled on top of each other to launch a hasty attack. Hasty attack from a couple divisions might be enough to succeed. Like, these guys don't have a incredible amount of morale either. Right, you could move there. Though, let's see. You can do a planned attack there. But you can't. Okay. 27 to 11. It should do it. Should do it. What do you guys think then? I mean, this is probably when it is worthwhile signing support units, but I want to make sure we have anything. Like, Panzerjägers would be best for the Panzers, just to make sure we can deal with enemy armor as easily as possible, really push aside. So what do you guys feel like? Ooh, this is where I get to take advantage of the Twitch things. Right, let me do it. How do I do it? Poll. Let's make a poll. New poll. Right. Right. Let's give it a minute then. There we go. I like it. This is awesome. There we go. Go ahead and vote in the poll. That's cool. Oh, I like it. You can see time running out here. This is awesome. This is like one of the reasons why I do like Twitch. Actually, it's pretty cool. I like how you can even share this. That's cool. Let's see. Vote breakdown. I can even charge you people to vote. How crazy is that? Okay, so we have 4 votes here for free. There's 2 very ballsy people here that have voted for 2. I think the free is probably going to be the one that we go for, really. I think I'd agree with that. The reason being, it just ensures we have that. Just ensures. They're not moving too far of Smoten anyway. So we'll go with that then. We'll go for the 4. So free has it. Well done. That's cool. I like the little things there. Right, delete that poll. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know about it. This is it. I'm coming from, like, YouTube where we don't have that magic. Like, in games like this, you can actually have it, which is nice. I like to ask people, because it's like... There is, like, we could potentially do it. There is a reasonable chance that we could potentially do it with just the 2. But this is it. Sometimes I like to give people the option. Because, well, if I can't quite decide, it's like, why not? Make it fun. Make it fun. Right, so there we go. I could launch a, in fairness, what I could do is I could probably launch... yeah, I could launch a plant attack with 2 divisions there. That's 24. That should, quote-unquote, should make it. Do they have any support? No, they do not. They're not exactly the best divisions here in terms of morale. Maybe we just go ahead and give them... I think we'll go ahead and give them that hasty. I think 3 attacks, 3 divisions on haste, because that division there has got 15. We'll go ahead and we'll go hasty then. Shizer. Okay, yeah, they hold there. Oh, wow. They had another division there. God damn it. I can go for a plant attack with 2 divisions then. I think that should actually break them down now. We're a little bit less, but so are they. They shouldn't, in theory, receive any reinforcements. Fort Health. God damn. Right. They held out... Yeah, okay. Shit. That did not work as I wanted it to. And they're kind of a roadblock now. God damn. Okay. That did not work how I wanted it to work. Let's go ahead and save, just to make sure I don't go ahead and have a temptation. Well, that didn't go as planned, did it? We would have had that, but that division there being committed as reserve did not help. Okay, that makes things a little bit more complicated. It means I'm going to have to use other forces to potentially deal with that. Yeah, they're really in the way now. That is actually a real problem, man. Because that really does cause me a lot of problems now. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, them being bloody reinforced did bloody suck. God damn. Okay. We got the men. We got the men. Issue is I'm having to commit more men than I would have actually initially expected. I'm going to use another division here, and I'm going to go for a plant attack with both of them to make sure it succeeds. Like, we should succeed here. Yeah, we do have support here from one of the units actually have some houses, so we do force them back. That was simply not worth it, though. Really not worth it for us. Right. If I could move one of these units, I would have been really happy, but I can't. So that does not help us out. Sorry about the little sniffling, by the way. I don't know what it is. I just have like a little bit of a cold apparently at the moment. Move it there. Okay. Right, so that did not go as really hoped, which is not exactly ideal in terms of ways to begin things. We do have the mountain forces over here, so at least that gives us something else I can throw in from the rear. We do have that division over there as well, so I can use that. Right. They can move there and have 7 and have a major attack. Planned attack. Some might say. You belong to that unit over there. Yeah, this isn't going as planned. We might not even get that surround here on first turn, but I remain hopeful. I still have forces like this over here that can be used. The issue is I've got to then deal with this, but then maybe it's not so bad. We can cover our forces, it should be okay. Should. One division may have to be left then to deal with that. We still have these divisions here to work with, so that's good news. Right. Okay. Yeah, the only issue is we're going to make sure they actually... Yeah, because we have units over here. Let's see. Save it. There we go.